Are the Golden State Warriors on the brink of a game-changing move? Rumors are swirling about a potential trade that could bring a former All-Star center to the Bay Area, and this could be the boost the Warriors need to reclaim their throne. With the team grappling with injuries and inconsistent production from the center position, this bold acquisition may be just what they need to solidify their championship aspirations. Make sure to stick around as we dive into the details of this tantalizing speculation, and don't forget to like and subscribe for all the latest Warriors updates. The Golden State Warriors are at a crossroads this season, and the recent buzz around a potential trade for Nikola Vucevic has me both excited and anxious. As a die-hard Warriors fan, I can't help but think about the implications of this potential move. The Warriors have shown flashes of brilliance early this season, but after losing 4 straight games and slipping to the 4th seed in the West, it's clear that changes are needed. With rising injury concerns and a dip in production, especially from the center position, the time for action is now. Vucevic is a name that stands out, averaging 20.9 points and 10.0 rebounds this season. He's proven himself to be a reliable offensive threat and a solid presence in the paint. Tracy Jackson-Davis has been inconsistent as a starter, and Draymond Green, at 6 feet 5 inches, just can't shoulder that burden alone for an entire season. Bringing in a big man like Vucevic could be the answer to unlocking the full potential of this roster. The proposed trade, sending DeAnthony Melton, Gary Payton II, and a couple of second-round picks to Chicago, seems like a no-brainer given our current struggles. But here's where I'm torn. While Vucevic would certainly bolster our starting lineup and provide much-needed scoring and rebounding, I can't help but wonder if this is the best move for the long-term future of the franchise. The Warriors have been cautious about trading away key young players or major assets for quick fixes. However, with Stephen Curry in his prime, can we really afford to wait? This team is built to win now, and Vucevic could be that missing piece. The Chicago Bulls are reportedly looking to tear it down, and Vucevic, with his 2-year contract, is an easier asset to move. The Bulls have been stuck in mediocrity, and trading him would signal a shift in their strategy. For us, this is a golden opportunity. Imagine what Curry could do with a double-double threat like Vucevic alongside him. The pick-and-roll possibilities would be endless, and Vucevic's ability to shoot the three, 46.9% on 4.4 attempts per game, would stretch the floor and create more space for Curry to operate. But let's not gloss over the potential downsides. Will Vucevic fit seamlessly into Coach Kerr's system? There are always questions about how a new player will mesh with established stars. The Warriors' offensive style is unique, and while Vucevic brings talent, there's a question of how he will adjust to our pace and ball movement. I'm genuinely divided about whether this is the right path, but deep down, I feel the need for a change to shake off this losing streak. As the trade deadline approaches, the urgency to make a move increases. The Western Conference has become a battleground, with teams loading up on talent to compete for the title. If the Warriors want to keep pace, adding a player of Vucevic's caliber could elevate our chances significantly. But I want to hear from you. Do you believe this is the best decision for the franchise? Or do you think we should hold tight and focus on developing our younger stars? I want to hear your thoughts on this trade scenario. Do you think Vucevic is the right fit for us? Or are there other players out there who could make a bigger impact? Let's get a discussion going in the comments. Your insights and opinions matter, so don't hold back. Jonathan Kuminga is at a critical juncture in his career, and as a die-hard Golden State Warriors fan, I can't help but feel the weight of the recent developments surrounding his contract situation. Coming into this season, Kuminga was in search of a significant rookie contract extension, and the whispers suggest he was looking at a figure around $175 million. That's a hefty sum, especially considering the recent contract extension Jalen Johnson received from the Atlanta Hawks, a 5-year deal worth $150 million. Many thought this might prompt Kuminga to reassess his expectations, but it seems he wasn't budging. Reports indicate that the lease Kuminga was willing to consider was a 5-year deal worth $175 million. Now, let's be realistic here. While he had a breakout season last year, averaging 16.1 points and 4.8 rebounds with an impressive shooting percentage, this season has seen him primarily coming off the bench and struggling with his shooting. The question on everyone's mind, is he truly worth that kind of investment? When comparing his aspirations to the contracts of players like Scotty Barnes and Franz Wagner, who both secured extensions worth at least $224 million, it's clear Kuminga has set his sights high. But here's where the Warriors' management stands firm. They are reportedly not willing to exceed $30 million per year for him. This brings us to a crossroads. Kuminga is in his 4th season, a time when he needs to prove himself as the all-star talent many believe he can be. The challenge is that he hasn't been given the consistent role and minutes necessary to make that case effectively. As we watch this unfold, it's hard not to feel a mix of frustration and hope. The Warriors have adopted a 12-man rotation this season, which has limited Kuminga's minutes and likely contributed to his dip in productivity. This puts him in a tough spot come contract negotiation time. Should he have taken the highest offer the Warriors were willing to put on the table? It's a gamble, and I can understand why he might want to bet on himself. But is that bet worth the risk right now? From a fan's perspective, this situation is particularly nerve-wracking. The Warriors' chance at another championship run hinges on having all their key players firing on all cylinders. If Kuminga can turn things around and show he's worth that big payday, it would not only solidify his future, but also bolster the team's chances this season. Conversely, if he continues to struggle, that lofty asking price will be a distant memory, and the front office might have to reconsider their strategy moving forward. So, where do we go from here? The season is still young, and there's plenty of time for Kuminga to find his rhythm. But as fans, we can't help but feel anxious. Will he rise to the occasion, or will his current performance dictate a more conservative approach from the Warriors' front office? This is a pivotal moment for both Kuminga and the franchise. And what do you think? Was it wise for Kuminga to hold out for such a high number? Should the Warriors have been more flexible with their offer? I want to hear your thoughts on this. Share your expectations and frustrations in the comments below. As we continue to follow this story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any essential updates. And hey, don't forget to hit that notification bell to get all the latest news delivered straight to you. Let's keep the conversation going, Warriors fans.